The race is on for many developers scrambling to get their aircraft all scenery out before the release of the end of the year. We've got you covered with all this week's announcements, releases and development news, so let's get into this week's video. Welcome to another Microsoft Flight Simulator update video. This is when we bring you each and every week all the Flight Sim development news in one weekly video. Now, before we jump into this week's meat and bones of the video, now only 25% of viewers that watch these videos are subscribed. 75% of you guys, that 3 out of 4 aren't subscribed. So if you could help us out by hitting the subscription button, that is much appreciated. Hit the notification bell, that way you will know when our next video goes live, and it's much appreciated. Let's jump into this week's previews. Kicking off this week's previews and announcements, and the first one goes to the team at SimWorks Studios, as they're going to be releasing soon the long-awaited Kodiak on December the 17th. This will be a nice little Chrissy present for all of us. After many months in development, we're finally going to see the Kodiak. The Kodiak will be available directly from SimWorks Studios' website, but you can also pick it up at Orbex and also the Sim Market on release. Later on, we should see it in the Microsoft Flight Simulator Marketplace, and also later down the track, it will be available for Xbox. Coronado this week shared some new screenshots of its current in development aircraft, the Skymaster. Originally, from the announcement, we were expecting to only be waiting a couple of weeks to see the Skymaster in the skies, but after its original announcement back in August, it's obviously been delayed for a while. Coronado team have mentioned they are finishing many final details, and we should expect to see it launching very, very soon. From the looks of the screenshots provided, the modeling detail looks to be very high standards, what we should expect to see from a Coronado product. On to the next announcement for the week, and it goes to the team at India Fox Techo with their F-35 Lightning, which is their third military aircraft for release within Microsoft Flight Simulator. India Fox announced that the F-35 is in its final testing stage, and the aircraft has reached a decent build without any major issues. What we do know about the package is it is expected to be relatively complex with a good flight mode, and the F-35 will have a high detailed 3D model both on the exterior and within the cockpit. Realistic systems interfaces and a simple sound pack, and it's going to include all 3 variants of the aircraft, which is the A, the B and the C, which will all have a different flight modeling. Another announcement, this one is from SC Designs with the F-16 Fighting Falcon, which is expected to be released next week. SC Designs have released a few new screenshots for the F-16 showing the detailed external and interior model of the aircraft, including afterburners. The team have mentioned that the F-16 will feature a full fly-by-wire control system, and sounds have been directly recorded from the real deal. SC Designs F-16 will come with 3 aircraft variants, which will be the C, the D and the L, and will be along with 10 different liveries. Moving on to this week's releases, and it's pretty slim because there's a lot of stuff in development that's in a hurry, but not many things released this week, so I could only find something decent, which is this one, and it goes to the team at Video Simple, if I've said that correctly. They have released Bora Bora Island and Airport. Bora Bora Airport features Polynesian style buildings with actual interior modeling. Realistic vegetation is everywhere from small flowers to palm trees. The nearby port and marina has boats which they've featured in there, and the feature list is pretty small, but the team did release a teaser video. If you can see it in the background here, from the looks, it looks pretty good. You can pick up your copy of Video Simple Bora Bora directly from the SimMark store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Moving on to this week's development news, the team at Microsoft Flight Simulator this week announced that they are releasing a public testing opportunity for anyone that owns the sim through the Microsoft store, on PC or on Xbox even. There's no release date that has been set at this stage for when the testing release will begin, but the opportunity to enroll into testing applications will begin on December the 6th. Now, knowing previous testing invites, this won't last long at all, so if you want to get into it, you'll need to get into it very quick, but I'll leave it link in the description below so you can check out the full brief, because there's details worth reading about before you need to apply, because you may need to reinstall your sims after different updates and all that sort of stuff. So if you want to do all that and be part of it and help out, please check it out. This week we had a new feedback snapshot, and unfortunately everything on the feedback snapshot except for one thing had a date of TBA, so it wasn't really a feedback snapshot updated. But anyways, Jorg did mention that on the last development Q&A that the team will be having a big planning session in January for the short term of the sim and the long term of the sim, and I wouldn't expect to see too much development news until maybe February or so, as they're going into a bit of a break soon. This week we did get an update SDK video, which we haven't had for a while. The team have launched 5 new features for the SDK that can help content creators create sceneries for the sim better than the day they did before. Some of the features included in the top 5 was the top-down camera view. This obviously gives you a better vision of what you're working on. Exclusions of polygons, I believe, and color extract have been brought back. So this is a feature that was taken away and now is being brought back. And aprons outside airports and polygons can now be used outside of the airport, and also there was some updates to the object management. To me that doesn't sound like much. I don't understand what all that means, but for creators that's some good news for you guys. This week's marketplace update has been delayed at the time of the recording. The team did say it will be updated and will come out, but it's going to be a little bit delayed. We might see it tomorrow or the next day, but we should expect to see it soon. If you got this far in the video, thank you very much. Please hit that like button if you enjoyed the content. You guys are legends. Now, anybody that watches this video, only 25% of you guys are subscribed. That means 75% of people just skip the subscribe button. So if you could help us out, that would be much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you know when we're going to stream or when we launch some video content, you can check it out. Thanks very much for watching. I'm going to leave you with one of my other favorite videos here. Why don't you check that one out, and we'll see you over there.